this lesson will go over a nice technique I like to use when going from the 1 chord to the 4 chord. The only thing you have to know is the left hand to right hand relationship, and you have to be sure to know the scale that you're in, or the key. So in the key of F, your right hand is always going to play the second inversion of that F chord. So your root position is F-A-C. Your first inversion is A-C-F, and your second inversion is C-F-A. My left hand is going to play the note which is always in front of my thumb, which is a whole step. So in front of my thumb, right here I have a C. A whole step in front of that is a D. So my left hand is going to play that D. Then I'm going to take everything down a half step. Every note. Take every note down a half step again. And what I like to do is double up in the middle by adding that D in there. Or whatever note is there, I want to double up in the middle. My left hand is going to go to the root note, which is the F. And my right hand chord is going to stay the same, except my thumb is going to drop down a half step to that A. Now I'm going to go to the 4 in F, which is the B flat. B flat in my left, with the F, B flat, D, F in my right. So now I'm on the 4 chord. So again, in the key of F, again, that whole concept is based on the right hand, left hand relationship, and you have to know your scales and know your keys. So like I said, in the key of F, we were here. Let's use that same concept and go to the key of A flat. So now your 1 in A flat is A flat. So based on the pattern, I need to go to the second inversion in the key of A flat in my right hand. So now I'm on an E flat, A flat, and a C. Then I said my left hand is always going to play the note 1 whole step in front of whatever my right hand thumb is playing. So my right hand thumb is playing an E flat. So a whole step in front of this E flat is a F. So my left hand needs to play that F. Then I'm going to take everything down a half step. I'm going to take everything down a half step again. But remember, I like to double up in the middle. My left hand is going to go to the root note, which is A flat. And remember, my thumb is going to drop down a half step. Then I'm going to go to the 4 in the key of A flat, which is D flat. Now let's go to the key of D flat and do that same pattern. D flat is 1. G flat is 4. So I need to play the second inversion in the key of D flat. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. So I'll drop that down here. Remember, my left hand is going to play a whole step in front of my right hand note that's played with my thumb. So again, my thumb is here in my right hand. So my left hand needs to play the whole step in front of that. So a whole step from here going this way is a B flat. So my left hand needs to play that B flat. Take everything down a half step. Take everything down a half step again. Remember, I double up. Go to the root note in my left, which is the D flat. Right hand drops the G flat down a half step. Now I go to the 4 in the key of D flat, which is the G flat. I hope this concept has been helpful as I've gone over the left hand and the right hand relationship as you go from 1 chord to the 4 chord. Again, I'm going to give you that pattern again. So we're going to go to a different key. Let's say we go to the key of B. B is your root position chord. First inversion. Second inversion. Again, your left hand is going to be a whole step in front of your thumb. So a whole step in front would be this A flat. So my left hand needs to play that. Take everything down a half step. Take everything down again. Remember, I double up in the middle. Left hand goes over to the root note. Drop your thumb down a half step. Then I'm going to the 4 in the key of B, which is E. Again, I hope that you've understood the concept between the left hand and the right hand relationship, and that you're able to practice that pattern and use it in every key. Now I'm going to play through a couple of songs just to give you some examples of how you would use that. In the key of F, we could do I'm on the battlefield for my Lord. Let's go to E flat. This little light of mine. Let's go to B flat. Let's go to the key of D. And lastly, let's go to D flat. There's a storm out.